Today, I'm going to talk about stop texting him when he does these 3 things. Hi, I'm Coach Nadine, your empath and highly sensitive coach. This video is not promoting to ghost anyone or avoid someone when they text certain things, but it's more discussing how we as women would approach the situation when it comes to this matter. It is checking in with our comfort level, how to communicate, and yes, even our boundaries we have stated, and know about yourself. It's more addressing issues or conflict when he may say things, text things, and also figuring out, as I mentioned earlier, when it's time to speak in person or on the phone. You also want to figure out, depending on what stage, to walk away, address, or have a conversation in a respectful manner. What we don't want to do is to ignore the behavior and also ignore how you're feeling. Don't allow yourself to be uncomfortable to address what makes you uncomfortable. This may be that you feel like you're walking on eggshells when you're talking to this person, or in the early stages you may feel nervous or not safe with your interaction. Your body and intuition are trying to say something. I'll be back in a moment after a message from Chenki.
I created the Black Swan Nation because I wanted women from all over the world to be able to access on the point help with their dating and relationship needs. We have the expertise of our world-class coaches, including myself, supporting you ladies through your dating journey to have access to live coaching without having to blow the bank. This, of course, we can only take a certain amount of ladies and support a certain amount of ladies, but I want you to know that you are currently welcome to the Black Swan Nation. You may end up on a waiting list, or you may get lucky and be able to get right into the Black Swan Nation, where we provide more insight, where we discuss more personal stories that will be of use to you. In the Black Swan Nation, there are no holds barred. It is unfiltered. It is only for the brave, because in the Black Swan Nation, we give you the raw truth. So all you have to do is follow the link on this video, and we will see you on the other side.
So I think it's important I break down this in a few categories and instances how you can deal with it. So I'll give you some scenarios, and remember, this is an overall generalization, and some things may not apply to you, since you may be okay if he texts you or not, depending on what you're looking for and your comfort level with this man. So we'll start with scenario 1. You and him are off the dating app, or you met him not on the dating app, and both of you start communicating on the phone or video. He starts sending you photos that are not suitable of himself, pictures of him unclothed or naked. You may say, do men still do this? And the answer is yes, they do, or he'll ask you for pictures of yourself that are not suitable. At first it may be surprising to you because he may not seem to be the man that would do this, and your first gut may be avoid, avoid, and avoid. After you've taken a breath of disbelief, you should state your discomfort and tell him you don't feel comfortable with the situation. This is where you would analyze the data regarding this man. If he's sending these kinds of pictures or requesting you these types of pictures, he may be looking for one thing and not a meaningful relationship. This applies also to memes or gifts or gifs that feel uncomfortable with you, like regarding that were sexual gifts. Scenario 2, he texts you after 9 p.m. and it's usually very late that he wants to speak to you. This may mean he's looking for one thing also, and when he texts you, the conversation does not usually end up being how was your day or getting to know you. I had a situation like that where the guy would only text me 11 p.m., 12 a.m., or 1 a.m. And if he did message me in the day, it was very quick and short. I was naive at the time, but realized the relationship was not going to lead into a long-term one since he did not call me until late in the hours of the night. So for this, state your boundaries with the man and ask if he can call you earlier, and turn off your phone at certain times or don't answer the call after a certain time. I remember when I was younger, if my friends called my parents' house after a certain time, one of my parents would answer and tell them it was too late to call me. So if you don't want calls after a certain time, make sure you state that to this man and vet to ensure he's not looking for something casual. Scenario 3, if he's not frequent with his texts anymore. So the text has changed from daily to maybe every third day or more. This is where I would not text as much. If you haven't heard from him for a while, send a short text to indicate hey, I haven't heard from you, in a joking manner. But if he still hasn't texted, I would just follow his lead and not message as frequently back. Dating and relationships should have a flow to them, so they follow a pattern regarding his texting. If he has not explained why he has stopped or not as frequent, then again, don't hold any anger, resentment, or hurts if he stopped. This gives you the opportunity to move on and do your quantum dating to see if there's a man that's more compatible or a right fit for you. Before getting into the last scenario, which is a bonus scenario, I know I said 3 things, but wanted to add another one. Have you subscribed yet to our channel? And if you have not, why don't you subscribe, follow, and share below? So the scenario for the bonus tip, if you're both in a conflict or disagree, it's not best to write or text over a phone like how you feel. Have a discussion in person or on the phone. This includes something, if something has bothered you or he has said something hurtful, ask if you can take this off the text and state it in a respectful manner, and what is the best time to talk to him. If you're not sure how to talk to him, we have a course on Black Swan Relationship Academy saying how to talk to men so they can listen. Because you want to make sure that you have this conversation with him, but whatever you do not want to avoid. So have you ever had a kind of uncomfortable situation where a man has texted you? What have you done? I would love to know in the comments. The link is in the bio, and until next week, we'll talk soon. Bye.
Well done for coming to the end of this video. What I want to ask you is, what have you learned? What is your takeaway? And what are you going to start practicing right away? Those 3 things are how you are going to get the best out of every class here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy. Please put it in the comments so that we can all have a look. So I can have a look, the coaches can have a look, and I promise you, we read every comment. We may not be able to reply to every comment, but we read all your comments and we want to see how you are growing. And we will see you on the next video.